And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 9 yards that time. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
To throw now on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss.
Here we go.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
11 MT, take.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Here we go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, 29 yards. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
12, 11.
A handoff for Herbert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
12.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. Touchdown, Bills! John Mechie, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
11 Palmer.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw again. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a third and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Texans. Chigakonkwo from 3 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
11, Thomas.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
11 Mighty, 11 Mighty, 11 MP, 11 MP.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Here's a give to Herbert. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action here on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It fights him off. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going... In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. They'll look to throw again. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. First down, here's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bills are right back in this football game. The CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, and being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bills are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And Thomas has it. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out the end. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
Jamar Chase,
32 yards.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
11.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
11. 12.
Burrow. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Well, CD always a little